Where is my Oblivion remake? Where is it? I have been seeing article after article, tweet after tweet, saying you're a leaker who's saying the Oblivion remake is coming out tomorrow. It's coming out in 2 days. It's not an April Fool's joke. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait. You know, they're going to soft drop one of the best games ever. A remake for one of the best games ever. They're going to soft drop it. It's going to be at the Nintendo Direct. It's going to be at the Switch Direct. It's going to be at the next Direct. It's going to be at the Xbox Game Show. It's going to come out in April. It's going to come out April 20th. It's going to come out April 2nd. It's going to come out April 3rd. It's going to come out... That's what I've been hearing for the past months. And whenever I'm talking... I will not give a shit if this was not my favorite game of all time for a remake, right? I wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay, cool. I'll be patient and stuff. But we're talking about one of the best games ever made, Oblivion, having a remake, which I feel questionable about because I think the game's perfect to begin with. But of course, adding cut content. They cut a lot of content out. That'd be awesome to see that cut content in a different form. Also, maybe the graphics will be better and stuff, which I don't really care about. I just care about the cut content they'll be adding to. The leakers say they're adding cut content. At this point, I don't even think it's happening, all right? I feel like, well, it has to happen because it leaked a long time ago that it was a Fallout Oblivion remake and a Fallout 3 remake. And I've talked about this before. A Oblivion remake makes zero sense comparatively to other remakes they can make, which would make way more sense. Morrowind, which is so... It's aged great for story and the world and quests and stuff, but it's hard for a person nowadays to get into it because of the terrible combat on dice rolls and stuff. It is hard to get into a Morrowind if you start out with Oblivion or Skyrim because it's a way different game. That remake would make so much more sense because you can literally not enjoy the game because it's hard to get into it. For people like who start off with Oblivion and people who start off with Skyrim and stuff like that, where they're used to these easier games where you don't have to, you hit and it connects, right? That would make a lot more sense. A Fallout 3 remake, would make so much more sense because for a long time, Fallout 3 was unplayable on PC because of the game, Windows Game Studios thing, like messing up. That would make a lot more sense. That game, also game style, is kind of aged. No iron sights. You can't look down that many scopes besides sniper rifles and stuff. And honestly, the game does not play amazing. That remake would make 100% more sense. It's another great game. Even though Oblivion's older than Fallout 3, I think Oblivion remake is the least important remake to make. I love Oblivion. That's my favorite game of all time, as you guys know. But if you really look at it from a what games need remake, what games do not have important features that do not have the features that other games have, Morrowind and Fallout 3 come to mind way more than Oblivion. I think Oblivion has a fine combat system. The only flaw in Oblivion's game is the leveling system is very bad, in my opinion, that you get punished for leveling up, which shouldn't really happen in video games. I feel like you should get rewarded for leveling up. But besides that, Oblivion is perfect, all right? It has great story, it has great quests, it has great interactions and stuff, and no other game I've ever played had 7 voice actors or whatever, and whenever you start playing the game, you start forgetting. And all these characters who have the same voice are unique in their own way. I don't know how many games can do that. If Oblivion Remake does come out today, somehow after I make this video, I may be going in a hiatus for the next fucking 2 years to play it. Also, I'm really worried because I leave the comfort of my home and my PC and stuff in a week, less than a week. So if the Oblivion Remake comes out, please let it come out before I leave, whenever I'm still unemployed, so I can actually play the heck out of it before I'm out. I get there on the 14th or something, and I would absolutely hate that it comes out on 14th. I'm like, dang it, now I got a job. But I don't know, what are you guys' opinions on Oblivion Remake? I really don't think it's happening. I hope I'm wrong. But at this point, one, it is really stupid for Bethesda where you would not release it in some way in soft dropping a remake for one of your best games ever is really stupid in my opinion. There's a lot of hype for it, which I guarantee you have leakers talking about it. And I think right now Bethesda's like What the hell are these guys talking about? You think we remake games? You think we actually are smart and do stuff with the market? We let fucking the Fallout TV show come out, and it was extremely popular. And you know what we did? We just released an update for Fallout 76 that made the game worse. You think we'd make a Fallout 3 remake or something like really cool to come out for a Fallout show to make us more money? No, we're Bethesda. We take 20 years to make a fucking new game, and in between a great game like Skyrim and a great game like Elder Scrolls 6, we release a pretty good Fallout game and then a dog shit fucking space game that no one asked for. We're Bethesda. We are mentally, something is wrong with us mentally because we do not think. I do not understand what Bethesda's things are. A Oblivion remake is cool. I will buy it. There's leaks that's going to be $60, $70, $80. And if it's that much, that's fucking ridiculous. Of course, the Switch 2 announcement just made $80, $90 games available for the future, which I think is terrible. And the people who defend that are fucking stupid. What are you talking about? You say stuff like inflation has gone up. Games back in the day used to cost $40, but back then that's like $80 today. So like it was actually cheaper. Like why are you complaining? Because it was $70. Right now it's $70, and it was $60 like 3 years ago. Inflation has not gone up that much. If it was like every 10 years it went up $10, I would not be complaining as much. It would still be stupid, but not be complaining as much. But it is like less than fucking one. There's still games coming out that are $60. And there's $70 games. There's an $80 game. Then there's going to be $90 game. Basically shot the fucking rocket off for games to be priced any way the developers want it to be and soft lock these games to regions. People are blaming the tariffs in America for how expensive the Switch is going to be, but I think people forget that the Switch is always cheaper in Japan. It is always cheaper in Japan. Switch 1 was cheaper in Japan. Switch 2, I mean, not that cheaper, but it's cheaper in Japan. Of course it's cheaper in Japan. You don't have to export it to other places, but the $500, $450 Switch 2 is utterly insane. No, that's not about this video. I already made a video about the Switch 2. But Oblivion Remake, it doesn't make sense to me. I love Oblivion. I would buy it. You take my money, kind of thing. Take my caps. But like I was radiating in this video, if you would make a remake, Bethesda, make it for Morrowind, so people who are new to your franchise, which I guess are not new to your franchise, because if you played Oblivion, fucking Skyrim, if Skyrim was your first game and you played in 2011, it's been fucking 14 years since you played that game, so you're already probably an adult at this point, because there is no way, like, that's insane. That's insane. Every single person who bought Skyrim for the first time in 2011 is an adult, unless you were under 4 or under. Which, hopefully you weren't playing Skyrim at 4, because it's an M-rated game. But release a Morrowind remake. A Morrowind remake would be so good. It's a great game. It's a game where people nowadays, it's aged a bit, where it doesn't have, fully voiced people, so, and quest markers and stuff, so it's not really user-friendly as it is today. But it's a great game. Remake that. Remakes Fallout 3 as well, like I was saying. Remake those, right? Do not remake Oblivion. I would love a remake Oblivion, like I'm saying, but just in my mind, it would make way more sense to remake a game that is hard to play for new gamers, and a game that was almost impossible to play, Fallout 3 on PC, until they fixed it, and you could only play it with a mod. Remake those games. Remake the games that have aged. Skyrim, Oblivion has not aged. It has aged, but, it's still a fine game. There's really not much to change in the game. I think the only thing that is negative, like I said, is the leveling system. But besides that, the game is great. And it's just stupid. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Oblivion remake's coming? If it's not coming today, when? I am tired of these leakers. I have literally unsubscribed from a couple people covering this stuff, because it is just fucking driving me insane. Because every fucking day they're saying it's coming out tomorrow, it's coming out next week, it's coming out 20 days from now, it came out fucking 3 days ago, and we've been all playing, and you're out of the loop, bro. But yeah, I really hope, my predictions, if it does happen, I think it's gonna come out. It wouldn't make no sense to come out April, I guess. Come out this summer, probably get revealed this month. That's what they're kind of talking about. There's going to be a reveal maybe sometime this month. Then we're going to have a, hopefully it's going to be $40, because that would make sense. A $70, $60 remake game is ridiculous for me, because game's already out, and unless they add a fuck ton of new content, like a city, like they cut from Oblivion, then I would see no reason for it to cost that much. It is a second-hand studio that is doing it, not Bethesda itself. So, I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think in the comments below? Hit a like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.